Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be sharing with you a bunch of my favourite mini mods that improve gameplay in The Sims 4. Today I'm doing another mod showcase video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you more than 20 plus mods that I use in my game. They are small mods that improve one or two gameplay features. For me, they make the game easier and add features that I wish were already in the game. I have food mini mods, rabbit hole mods, override mods, pet mods. I have a lot to share with you today. Before we do begin, I do just want to quickly let you know that all of the mods that I do share in today's video will be linked in the description. However, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the video and let me share with you all of my favourite mini mods that I use in my game. Mod number 1 is a mod that I recently added into my game, and now I feel like I couldn't live without it. This is the Better Pie menu mod. Essentially, what this mod does is it improves the pie menus in game by organising and categorising them to make it easier. It makes it easier to navigate and to find what you're looking for as well. All the pie menus have been revamped. The pie menu when clicking on Sims, on mirrors, refrigerators, computers. If we look on the PC here, as you can see when I click on it, everything has now been a lot more categorized into sections, and it just makes it so much easier to find things. Not only that, this mod speeds up the pie menu when clicking on it. It's not so slow, which is the main reason why I downloaded this mod. So if you struggle with your pie menus being slow, especially if you have a lot of mods in, I can safely say that this works really well for that too. The next mod is the More Resolutions mod. On New Year's Eve in The Sims, you can get your Sims to complete the tradition to choose a resolution and work on completing it in 7 days. With this mod, it adds more resolutions to choose from, such as adopt a pet, become pregnant, read more books, travel. I like having more options as it feels more realistic and opens up more choices for different Sims. I don't know if it's just me, but I think that getting a degree in The Sims 4 university takes just a bit too long. You have to complete a total of 12 classes to be able to complete a university, which can nearly take up all of your Sims young adulthood, and it just takes up a lot of time, which I'm not really a fan of. However, with the shorter university mod, you can choose a lower amount of credits that your Sim will need to complete before getting their degree. I think this is great because not only will your uni be shorter for your Sims, but it also means that you can take the university experience more slowly and it can be a lot less hectic. Your Sims can take less classes, meaning that they can do lots of other things as well, such as attend clubs and have a bit more of a university experience, because I do feel like in The Sims 4, if you want to actually complete your degree, your time is just taken up with doing so many classes and nothing else. So with this mod, you can complete it a lot quicker and more at your own pace, I feel. The next mod is the Unlimited Jobs Plus mod, and this mod is what it says in the title. Your Sim can have an unlimited amount of jobs. In The Sims, Sims can only have one job at a time. If your Sim wants to get into another job, they have to quit the one that they are currently doing. But with this mod, they can have as many as they want. I personally like to use this mod if I want my Sims to have 2 part-time jobs, for example, or something that I love to do, something that I really wish they had added into the game, is when my Sims are off at university, they can't actually get a job, which if they're living in a dorm room and they need to earn their own money, they can't actually work. So being able to get your Sims to be at university whilst also having a part-time job alongside is really useful and something that I really like to do when I have this mod in my game. Mod number 5 is the Choose Your Helmet mod. When your Sims ride a bike, they will automatically put on a helmet before riding off. With this mod, you can choose the colour helmet that your Sim wears, and this mod also works for kids too. As you can see, I demonstrated it here, and you can pick any helmet that you like. This mod is great for Sims who are authors. In The Sims, when you write a book, your Sim will finish the book, they can then publish it from the mailbox and will get daily royalties from it. But after the book has been written and published, it's basically gone forever. There's no way of your Sim actually being able to keep the book that they worked very hard on. With this mod, you can keep your books after publishing them, so once they have been published and written, your Sim will have the book in their inventory and they can keep it in their bookshelves and read it just like any other book in game. The next two mods are override mods. The first one I think is one of my favourites of the video. I just really like having this mod in for my Sims, and that is this phone override. This override replaces the default Sims phone to look like an iPhone. But what I like about this override is even though it's made to look like a in real life phone, it still fits into the game really well. It doesn't look like a super realistic iPhone. Even the screen changes depending on what your Sim is doing, and everything is in Simlish, and it just looks like it still fits in the game really well. You can also change the colour of the phone case. There are plain colours, and there are also swatches that have stickers and decorations on the phone cases too. If your Sim loves gardening and flower arranging, then you for sure need to add this mod into your game. And this mod is the improved flower arranging table. With this mod, it adds the ability to make the seasonal wreaths that come with the season's expansion pack. So the flower ones, the fall ones, the winter wreaths. I really enjoy having this feature in my game, and I would have loved to see them adding this into this season's expansion pack, so I love that the mod actually adds this feature and the ability to do that. Next is a mod I enjoy using when I want my Sims to get outside and do some exercise, and that is the Go for a Walk mod. This is a simple mod that allows your Sims to go for a walk around the neighbourhood. It works just like the jogging does, but apart from jogging, they're walking. I really like this because sometimes I just like my Sims to get outside, especially if it's a sunny day and I just want them to get out the house for a while. But I don't want them to do full-blown exercise or go for a run. Instead, they can just go for a walk, and when they do so, they also will get mood bits as well. Mod number 10 is a favourite of mine, and that is the change into a towel mod. And you might be wondering, why is this one of your favourite mods? Because it's very random, but I just really like having this mod in my game because it means that after your Sim has had a shower, they won't change into a random outfit. They'll change into a towel, and then you can manually change that outfit instead. I also feel like this is really realistic for them to get dressed up into a towel or a robe after they come out the shower. I just really like mundane, realistic mods like that, so I enjoy having this simple mod in my game. Next up is a rabbit hole mod. I have a couple of these to share with you. The first one is the family and friends activities. This mod adds a section onto the phone, and when interacting with it, it will bring up a menu with a bunch of different activities you can send your Sims off to do, such as the zoo, the aquarium, ice skating, the beach. There's even some seasonal ones on there, such as going to a pumpkin patch. These are great to have in your game for storytelling, or if you want certain Sims to go out for the day, head out for the day, but you don't really want to join them, you can just send them off to go and do the activity together. And if you do get your Sims to go with a person, such as a sibling or a parent, then they'll actually come back with an increase in their relationship from spending time together too, which is a nice addition. Now on to some food mini mods. The first one is the more serving options. And this mod adds more serving sizes into the game for when you are making meals. In The Sims, we have 3 serving sizes to choose from when cooking. We have 2, 4 and 8 servings. With this mod, it adds a few more options to some of the meals that you can cook, such as 3, 5 and 7 servings. I really like having this in my game because sometimes I like my Sims to just make a dish that is just enough for that meal without there being any leftovers or waste. No auto grab food is the next one, and this is one of the most helpful ones I have in my game. If you get annoyed at your Sims for grabbing food from a meal that they just cooked, or one of the most annoying ones, which is when they bake a cake for a birthday party and then they take a slice out of it and you have to make a whole new one again. That mod prevents that from happening, and when your Sims are finished cooking something, they will leave it alone. Even if they're hungry, they won't grab a serving from it. They will leave it be until you manually get them to grab a serving. It's super helpful. The next food mod is a mini mod that really helps with your Sims to have a nice family meal together. If you like your Sims to sit down all together, then this mod and probably the next one is going to help you out a lot. This mod is the auto drink when eating. When my Sims sit down to have a meal, I also like them to have a drink as well. I just think it's quite realistic. And how this mod works is if there is a drink nearby, when your Sims are eating, they will automatically start drinking it. As you can see, my Sim here is eating her eggs and toast, and because there is a drink in the area she is sitting, she automatically began drinking it. As I did mention, I find this mod makes it a lot easier for my Sims to have drinks when they are having meals, especially if you have multiple Sims. So if they're having a family meal, or if your Sims are eating with others in a separate household, that can be really helpful to manage that too. The improved drinks tray is another favourite of mine, and also really helps with Sims drinking whilst eating. This mod has improved the drinks trays in game, and how this mod works is all of the drinks trays now have all of the drinks available to choose from and add onto the tray in game, such as the coffees, the teas, the fizzy drinks. You can serve other drinks such as the milk, orange juice, water. My favourite way to use this mod is to serve the water, and then I will go ahead and put them out on the table, and then my Sims can sit down and drink them whilst eating, and it makes it so much easier instead of manually having to pour loads and loads of water or get loads of drinks out the fridge or from the teapot, for example. I really recommend this mod. Next, I have 3 pet mods to share with you. The first one is another rabbit hole mod, and this is the more pet care activities. This works exactly the same as the last one I did show you, however it is for pets this time. What you can do is from the phone you can bring up the menu with lots of different activities you can do with your cats and dogs. There's even one for horses as well. There's ones such as take your pet to a pet daycare, or you can take them for a walk via a rabbit hole. My favourite part of this mod is actually the rabbit hole where your Sims can take your pet to the vet, which is the most helpful one because sometimes when they get sick, I don't want to spend the whole day at the vet getting them checked up and getting treatment for them, for example, because it can take up a lot of time. So by going through the rabbit hole, that just makes it so much easier. So if there was one reason I would recommend downloading this mod, it would definitely be for the feature of being able to take them to the vet via a rabbit hole. The next pet mod is the Train Puppies mod, and this one is super helpful. Once again, I really like having this in my game. I really wish with The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs they added the ability to be able to train puppies, because I think in real life when you get a dog, when you get a puppy, you can start teaching them commands and tricks straight away. But in The Sims 4, you can't do that. You have to wait until they are a full-grown dog. But with this mod, it adds the ability to train the puppies, and it works just the same as when they're full-grown pets. In the training section, you'll have all the options, and you can begin training your puppies before they are grown up. And the final pet mod I have to share with you is the Kids Can Walk pet. Once again, another ability I really wish they added with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, for your kids to be able to walk dogs. Sometimes I like my kids to get out and walk the pets because I feel like that is just a really nice activity that they can do. So with this mod, it adds the ability to do so. It works just the same as the interaction for adult Sims. You just go to your pets, you go to pet care, go and walk, and you can get your kids to take their pets on a walk too. I have 3 more mods left to share with you today, and these 3 are mods that just make things quicker. This one sort of falls into the pet category again, but it is a mod for quick interactions, quicker gameplay, and that is the quick go for a walk. This is for pets, but this is also a quicker interaction, so it sort of falls under both categories. I don't know if anyone would agree with me, but I just think sometimes in The Sims the dog walking can take forever. But with this mod, it adds the ability to add a quick walk-in, so your Sims can just take your dogs on a quick walk, which would usually take around maybe half an hour, 40 minutes in game. So much quicker, so your pets can still get a walk, but your Sims won't take around 2 or 3 hours to walk their dog. The second to last mod is the quick workout mod, and this mod adds the ability for your Sims to do a quicker workout. Sometimes I don't have a bunch of time for my Sims to exercise, so being able to get them to do a quick workout is a lot more efficient, as it still works exactly the same as a normal length workout. If you have any exercise equipment, or if you get your Sims to go to the gym, any of the equipment that you use there, it will have the option to do a 30-minute workout. Same thing with a swimming pool, they can also do a quick workout in the swimming pool too. Really handy to have in game when I want my Sims to work out quickly. And the final mod for today's video is one that I use constantly. This one is probably one that I use the most out of this mod selection, and that is the quick shower and bath. This adds the option for your Sims to have a quick shower or a quick bath in game, and it just speeds up the interaction to make it a lot faster. The interaction in game isn't very slow anyway, but when you have this mod in game, you can really notice how much faster it does take, especially if you want your Sims to quickly have a shower if it's late at night, or if they need to get to work really quick but they need to freshen up, you can do it a lot quicker. But my favourite feature of this mod, which is super helpful, is it also adds the ability to be able to give your toddlers and infants quicker baths, which I really like because it actually does take a while, especially to bathe the infants in game. It takes like a couple of hours in game, which is quite a long time, but with this it is a lot quicker, so I really recommend if that is something that you would like to add into your Sims game. I hope I ran through their mods pretty quickly. I had a lot to share with you, but I had to share all of these with you because they are my favourites that I do have in my game, and they are pretty much nearly all of the mini mods I have in my game as well. I highly recommend all of them. They all help me out so much with making things quicker, a lot more easier, or just add the ability to have gameplay options that I wish they had in game already but don't, and these mods add exactly what I'm looking for. But that is where I'm going to be wrapping up today's video. I really hope you did enjoy it. Let me know in the comments section if you currently use any of these mods in game yourself, if there's any that you're going to add into your game after watching this video, or even if there is any that I haven't shared in today's video, definitely pop them in the comments section so you can share them with other people. That way we can all share some of our favourite mods too. But thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!